Shit.
Alright. Okay, we should be live now. So, how are you all doing this fine evening?
Yeah, good, mate.
Good, good. Alright, sweet as. So, we're back finally for another episode of The Better Terrain in Hell. The players last time managed to go onto the Wizard Tower, get a big, massive obsidian box, which they gave to the Whispering Way, and they currently have an adamantium golem and a manual to control said golem, which they are going to give to the Hell Knights. So,
yes, we are.
Yep. Since we've already gone back and forth from the Whispering Way to the Hell Knight encampment, we won't do that again because time saving. So, yeah, you go back to the Hell Knight encampment. Nothing interesting happens on the way there. And you have the massive adamantium golem. The guards seem a little perplexed as to why you were coming from this side opposed to the other side where you left to go to the Wizard Tower, but they don't really question it because you have an adamantium golem and they don't.
Let me pass, peasants.
Basically, yeah, everybody from all sides is sort of giving you looks because, adamantium golems aren't exactly common. But, yeah, eventually the Paralictor, the big troll dude, what's his name, Durek? Yeah, Durek.
Yeah.
He comes out and looks at you guys. Just looks up at the golem. This what there?
Yes, this was exactly what we found.
He just nods.
And there's this book as well. I think this is what you need to control it.
And he flicks it, opens it, looks at it quickly, and passes over to a nearby wizard who opens it, speaks some command words, and the golem starts doing what she says. And he goes, "Excellent, you get reward now." And then he looks around and goes, "Where's third one?"
Dead.
He's the skeleton behind me.
Oh. Well, that's okay. You have new friend now. But first, reward. And he turns around, and one of his assistants hands him 2 small boxes, and then he turns and just passes them to you.
Ooh, shiny.
Well, 1 to each of you.
Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Well, you can just open the box and find out what's in it.
I opened it.
Okay. I'll open the box.
So it's just a small, plain wooden box. It's basically just like the size of like a small jewelry box. You open it up, and inside, like cushions, there is what appears to be like a metal wire ball, and inside that you can see like a crystal.
Does it have an aura?
Shiny.
It does. It has it does have an aura. It's like a generic magical aura. It doesn't belong to any particular school.
Okay, I want to identify it.
Sweet. Roll that
Can
shit.
I put it on?
There's nothing to put it on. It's like literally it's like the size of a tennis ball. It's just like a thin wire outer cage, and you can see it's got small wires connecting to, like wire spikes connecting to a crystal in the middle.
How am I supposed to use this?
He just looks at you and goes, "You crush it!"
Okay.
Yeah, and when you crush it, you gain 1 extra bonus feat.
Oh, okay. I'll
Yeah.
have to remember that once I get home.
Yeah. So, Marcus,
Sorry.
yeah, you identify. Yeah. The identification roll is kind of pointless. It's like a magical gem. I'm just going to call it a gem of power because I made it up for this thing because I want to give like a interesting bonus. But yeah, you just literally crush it in your hand and then it gives you power, and that power translates to 1 feat.
Ooh, fantastic.
Yes. And then it goes, "And now for new friend." He goes, Nox! Get out here!
Yeah. So what's the surrounding like?
It's just the Hell Knight encampment. So, you have the road going down the middle, you have the inn on the far end, the Hell Knights, and then flanking them is the Eagle Knights, Pathfinders, and then you also have the Aspis.
Yeah. I guess I'll come out of the one of the tents around the place.
So yes.
Obviously, it looks like I just woke up. Ooh. Yes. So what do you? Yes, sir. What do you need me for?
You with these guys now.
I guess I looked them over. Checking out the massive bloody. Well, one of you is an Ifrit, and the other one is
Elf.
Elf. Okay.
Yeah, Ifrit and Elf.
I'm an 8'4" fiery red-skinned Ifrit.
Yeah.
Pokey.
Poke. Alright. So, how do you guys interact?
I held out my hands like, yo, just wave at them.
How small is he?
Hello.
Okay, smaller than you.
Yeah, small, like normal human size.
Small.
Like, pretty bulky though.
Oh, what?
Small.
It says I'm offline. Oh no, it does say I'm streaming. Why does it say? Okay, yeah. It just said I was offline temporarily there, but no, it's back to saying I'm streaming. I don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway, I can just repeat that anyway, because I don't know if it was out for that moment then.
Small person.
I'm not that small. Like,
He's like normal size to you. He's small.
Yeah.
I
He
guess.
is small.
But
You are small. He is small. You are both small.
Yeah, I think the only person bigger is the Paralictor,
Yeah.
who's like 12 foot or something stupid.
yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Thankfully, you don't have to fight him.
Very lucky we are.
Alright. And he just goes, good, you guys friends now. Oh, why did it go red? Okay. You guys friends now. You get a new assignment. Who's got rackers?
I think that was me.
Okay.
I was just fiddling with a paper.
Fair enough. Okay. You guys friends now. You guys get new assignment. Continue down.
Yeah, what is it?
Continue down road. Go to main cap city. Aslan, it called. You're going to go to the Come Right Inn and talk to Madame Oral. She give you next assignments.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we know this Madame Morel?
You do not know her. I know her. That's enough.
So how are we gonna know who she is?
Because I just told you. You go to the Come Right Inn and you'll just...
Oh.
Yeah. The name of the place you're going to, the inn is called the Come Right Inn.
Boy, this is the come right in.
Yeah, so it's a pun.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Yes, okay. Now you got it. You're going to an inn called the Come Right Inn. The person who runs it is Madame Oral.
Okay.
And this is in the capital city.
Oh, the capital city.
Yeah, you're finally going to the big place.
Yay!
After 6 sessions, you're finally going to your objective. Alright, everyone's gone quiet for some reason.
I haven't gone quiet at all.
So we're waiting
Watch people.
we're waiting.
Yep. Yeah, and all you have to do is just continue down the road. So, did you guys want to pick up any supplies or anything while you're here?
I guess I'll
Open the
start
bucket.
packing my stuff, pack out my gear, put on my armor.
Yep.
Does anybody sell any scrolls here?
You could probably you could probably go to the quartermaster.
Yeah, I'll go do that. I'll go see the quartermaster.
Sweet as. What scrolls are you looking for?
Offensive ones.
Defensive, so you'd like
No, offensive.
Offensive. Okay. You can get a couple of scrolls of fireball. 2 scrolls of fireball if you want them.
I'm kind of singing for the past 6 minutes.
Who just was that? Is that your cousin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them to fuck
Turn
off.
myself down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can get a couple of scrolls of fireball if you want that. They have a bunch of scrolls of magic missile. It just depends how many you want of those. What's another offensive spell I can think of? They also have a bunch of spells, scrolls of snowball.
Okay. Well, how much are the fireball spells going to set me back?
I think of fireball. It will be. No, that's 20. How much does a scroll of fireball cost? God damn it. Craft a wand of fire, not wand. God damn it. Okay, scroll cost.
375.
Yeah, I think it'll just be just the standard price. Yeah, 375 for the scrolls of.
Okay, yeah, I'll get them both.
Sweet. Right, they're really cheap. First level scrolls are only 25. Huh.
What's snowball?
It's a first level spell. It's like rain. I'll bring it up. Pathfinder snowball. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Aren't we poop merchants?
I actually, do we still have barrels full of poo?
You do. I'm assuming your idea
Oh,
is still in there.
Apart from kits, apparently. Oh yeah, so your skeleton's still walking with me, by the way.
Huh. Interesting.
What's interesting?
I didn't get this. I didn't have the spell that I was looking for.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh well.
Alright, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Magus, aren't you?
Yeah, you should actually probably explain what your character is and stuff.
It's a. I'll describe him as like fully armored, like one of the Hell Knights looking armor, I guess.
Yeah.
It would probably be similar.
Can people tell what race you are just by looking at you? Or you covered your
I'll be
face?
wearing full armor,
Okay.
but I'll be fairly even sized. So
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yep. So yeah. So you just see this.
yeah, but when it came out of the my tent, I was human. That means I wasn't wearing my armor.
Okay. Yeah.
I was only wearing my tunic, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, you all know he's human then. Sweet ass.
Yeah.
All right. You guys all done here? Or do you guys want to do anything else?
I'm pretty good, I think.
Cool. So we just want to. You guys just want to continue down the Imperial Highway?
Yes, please.
Please.
Cool. So yeah, you head on down. And yeah, as you notice, because you have the undead walking next to you now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, all the Pathfinders and the Eagle Knights aren't particularly fond of this. They give you some dirty looks, and you notice like a few of them sort of running about, sort of panicked almost. It's not clear what they're going to do, but they are in a sort of running around because they see an obvious necromancer with his undead minions following him.
About that, I had to talk to someone.
Oh, fair enough. So, God, I got something in my throat. But yeah, so Pathfinders and Eagle Knights aren't happy about open necromancer.
Oh well.
So what was happening?
You guys are leaving now, apparently.
Okay.
Is there anything you want?
I am pulling the cart.
Yeah. Because you have too many undead for all the barrels now, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did
What
you
do
want?
you
Get
have,
more
actually?
barrels.
Here's a lot of undead now.
I think I have, what I only got.
Walking army of undead.
Yeah, just about.
Oh yeah, I'm going to ask new little man's name.
Names. Everyone just calls me Nox.
Knox.
Yep, Nox. It's quite simple. Everyone's able to say it, so I just use it.
Well,
Nice
that's
to
very.
meet you.
That's nice. Thank you, Nox.
Yeah, I don't
My
know.
name's Marion Starler, but everybody just calls me Bastard.
Bastard. Well, nice to meet you also, Bastard.
Thank you.
My name is Irie.
Wait, Irene?
Irie, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ire is IRE.
Irene.
Oh, hold on, let's see. How many have we got now? So I've got 2 bloody skeletons at level 4,
Yeah.
3 bloody skeletons. So 2 bloody skeletons at level 2, 3 bloody skeletons at level 5, 1 zombie and 1 bloody skeleton at level 8.
It's nuts. So
Yeah.
fucking many guys. Alright, well. So how many was that total? So 3, 2, so that's 5,
So
6.
I'm at my 28 hit dice limit.
So you just need 2 more barrels, is it? And you can fit them all in the same on the cart?
Yeah.
Yes, I think.
Do you want
5, 6, 7, 3. How many actually? 5, 6, 7. Oh, just 1 more barrel. I think I had 6 barrels.
Yeah, you have 6 barrels. So you can get 1 more if you want to chuck them all in barrels and not have all the Pathfinders and Eagle
Yes, I
Knights.
think that'd probably be the best idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably a good
Yeah,
idea.
we'll do that.
Sweet. So now you're not as suspicious as you were beforehand.
Retcon.
Yeah, retcon. We'll do that because I can't be bothered having a bunch of high levels try to kill you.
Thank you, Game Master.
Yeah. It's better than being totally retarded and just having a bunch of Pathfinders and Eagle Knights start trailing you and decide to beat you all to death. Because that would be very anticlimactic.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good way to do it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you continue down the highway. It continues just cutting through the mountains. You see more travelers alongside the road. There's nothing too suspicious. You do see, like, Pathfinders and so on and so forth coming back from numerous small scouting adventurers. And, yeah, they just pass you without any issue, and you just continue on your merry way down the highway. After about 6 hours, it's getting to midday now. You find your way to the first town since the one before you entered the mountain pass. This appears to be a small mining town. Yeah. What do you guys want to do here? Actually, I'm going to retcon it and say it's approaching nighttime now.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah, there we go. I'm very generous. Many retcons.
Thank you.
So even though we've got a Human Torch pretty much. So
You do indeed.
great. So which way are we going to go, guys?
Yeah, you can stop at the town, or you can continue on.
What kind of supplies do you guys have? Because I think we might need to head in for the night.
Yes. I mean, I'm not hungry.
You gotta rest.
I'm not hungry yet.
Yeah. Can't wait for that to kick in.
Oh, I need to play the pipes, don't I?
It's only when you stay in after 3 days of spending time in a city.
Oh.
Yeah, so no fun yet.
I guess we'll look for like the local inn.
Yeah, it's not too hard to find. It's pretty much like the first building you come across. Because basically this building, this town is basically organized going like into the mountains now. So when you come in, there's like you have the just like literally just the inn sitting right at the entrance, and then it sort of goes up like a windy road, and the rest of the town sort of organized along this road cut into the mountainside. So a lot of the houses are sort of actually inside the mountain type thing. Yeah, so the inn's at the bottom, so yeah, you just go in. The entire place is built out of stone. It seems to be of a much different style to the two towns you encountered previously. And as you go in, you realise that the place is ran mostly by dwarfs.
Oh god.
Oh yay.
Yeah,
I'm
generic.
going to be crouching so much.
Yeah, no, they have regular human-sized stuff because obviously they get a lot of travellers come through here. But yeah, the people running it seem to be dwarfs. So yes, yeah. Do you guys want to? What do you guys want to do here? You can roleplay it, guys.
We need to find somewhere to put this cart where it's not going to be searched.
I'll approach the. Wait, have we entered the thing yet or not?
It's up to you. Do you want to have entered it? There is
Well,
like
we're outside. I guess we should ask. Like,
yeah.
so,
As you approach, they do have a valet there. I think that's how you say it.
okay.
Yeah, so they can
Okay.
take it around back.
I'll approach
That's a
that
good
valet
idea.
and ask him. Do you guys take shit carts with you?
Yeah, we'll just put it at the back of the stables. No problem.
Nice. Like I flick him like 5 silver coins.
Thank you, sir. Do you want me to take it from here?
Yeah.
So so he takes the rein. He jumps on, takes the reins, and just takes it on through to the stables and does all that stuff for you, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, and you can head on in now if you want.
Yes, into the inn. Enter the inn.
Into the inn. Yep. So as you enter the inn, you can obviously you hear the bustling of music, the cheers of the crowd. You see numerous barmaids, carrying around big, what they call the tankards of ale to all the numerous patrons. Most people here seem to be either human or dwarf.
How are you reacting to our Ifrit, buddy?
Does it come in pints?
Hello.
Yeah, pints. Yep.
Fantastic.
Can I just have a tankard?
Yeah, you can have a tankard.
Yeah.
How much? I think they're rather cheap. It's just like I think it's Pathfinder. I think they're only like 5 copper or something, aren't they? It's quite cheap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just general goods. I think it's called general goods. I should have got this up earlier, but yeah, let's just say 5 copper. Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the bar then.
Excellent. What are you going to get at the bar?
A nice frothy pint.
So yeah, you can do the same 5 copper.
Right. I'll actually look for dinner.
You're gonna get
what race is Nox? I forgot.
Human.
Human. Okay.
Yep. She just asked you what you'd like.
I guess I'll have the bar special.
Coming right up. And then she comes back and basically gives you a large, just chunk of meat on a bone. And then it has it's actually covered in gravy, and it has some bread to mop up the thing, and a small side of mushrooms and vegetables, also covered in gravy.
Can I have 3 of those?
Sure. It's 10 copper pieces for this. So yeah, you can have 3 if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah, it seems to be some sort of roast pork. It's very tasty. Well worth the money.
Is it like a whole leg of pork?
Pretty much.
Nice. just an underground farm of very, very scared pigs.
Essentially. Do you guys want to give me some perception tests?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boys, perception tests. Everybody's favourite thing.
Yep.
Oh, shh.
Wait,
Hang on,
did I put
what?
that in wrong?
I think you
I
did.
think I put that in.
Yeah, you put S instead of D.
Oh.
The hell's an S1, S20?
I don't know.
It clearly wanted to roll something. So 28, that's pretty nice. This Nox gonna roll.
Got a 9.
Alright. So yeah, you two are too enamored by this massive fucking piece of meat just got slabbed in front of you. And 3 for Irie. And you're just picking out on that. Marcus, you just sort of sit there with your beer and you just look around the room and you notice...
What?
Well, I think you just cut out there.
Okay, hang on, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that's plugging the microphone out and in again. Yeah. No, I don't know what was happening, but yeah.
Okay, so what did I see?
So sorry. So did you hear? How much did you hear?
I heard the bit where you said "and you see," and then that was it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. So as you look around over your bear, you see in and out, in amongst the crowd, you see numerous what seem to be coal miners. It just the dwarfs. They're covered in the black dust from the coal mine, and each one of them seems to have at their side just a massive metal hammer, which looks like it would. It's kind of odd for them to bring this into the bar, and they seem to be eyeing you guys suspiciously, given the fact that you essentially have a Hell Knight in there, some wiry dude and a giant flaming guy, and they seem to be talking in amongst themselves.
Oh, shit, are they the boundfish?
Don't
Well.
just-
You guys
Hey.
don't know shit.
Yeah, we're still eating. Yeah.
I just walk in between them, and just whisper, "Hey, don't look, but there's a bunch of coal miners over there, and they're eyeing us very suspiciously." I said, "Don't look, Irie. Continue eating your pork."
This is very hard.
I'll do a sense motive check to see how
You
told me not to
look, and now I want to look.
So you guys want to do willpower tests to see if you turn around?
Oh god.
Is that what you guys want to do? Okay, well, there's an at 20, so you're fine. You don't look.
I will look.
You want to look anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to look anyway.
Okay, yeah. How do you go about your looking?
Yeah, just try to look at him through like barely at the edge of my eye.
So you turn your head sort of halfway. So you look at the door and you sort of see them in your peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Peripheral vision,
you basically say the same thing. Numerous dwarfs sitting around talking amongst each other and then looking at you.
I'll want to do a sense motive to check to see how
Yep.
how much they're willing to fight.
Ish. Not very good. Yeah, you're not sure. They don't look like very pleasant fellows. That's all you get from
Do you
that.
have the same perception that I do?
It's my sense motive.
Oh. It's like the same thing I have.
I love it because you guys have no face character now, do you?
Yep.
No, we don't.
This is going to be interesting. But oh well, show must go on.
Yep.
So yeah, they're not very nice looking dwarfs. And yeah, so after what? How do you guys?
I'll continue eating.
You're just gonna continue eating.
How many doors are there again?
There seems to be there's probably a good dozen in there,
Damn it.
or slightly less than that.
Puppy, gold piece, and copper. I kind of want to invite them to eat with me.
I was thinking the same.
Just pay for their food and alcohol.
All right. So that's what you guys are gonna do.
Yeah, we'll tell them that we come in peace and
I want to
just
walk up
passing
to
through.
one of them and say that he looks grumpy and he needs to eat, and I'll pay for it.
Okay. Do you want to give me a diplomacy?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh, okay, yeah. You actually can. Yeah, you go up and he just looks at you and he's just like, "All right," and then he just calls it.
Yeah,
He just looks up at a barman and he goes, "Hey, over here! It's all on this guy tonight." And then all the other dwarfs around just go, "Yeah!"
Oh, what a rude cunt.
the money.
Yeah, and
I
he
get
goes,
all my money from you.
and he just looks at you and goes, "Why don't you lot join us?"
I will.
All right, let's join them. All right, so we'll party tonight away.
Sweet ass.
Ooh, let's see how trashed I get.
Yeah, let's go some fortitude tests then.
Fuck yeah! I'm prepared for this.
Oh, what are we doing? Fortitude test, are we?
Yeah, just see if you get wasted.
Oh shit.
21, that's pretty good.
I'm rolling pretty good.
Yeah. We're just gonna wait for the other two. 14, not so good. And I heard the ping. 26. Okay, yeah. So, Jesus, you got a plus 10 to your fort save?
Damn.
Fuck me. Yeah, so...
I am playing with a level 6 character because I can't get my other character.
Right. Yeah, because it should be level 7, but oh well. So yeah, so Nox and Irie, you guys managed to keep your wits about you. Yet rather drunk, you end up basically doing a bunch of stupid shit that drunk people do. Like, you guys end up going up to like the fucking top of the town and rolling down it in barrels, and the dwarfs will do the same. It's a hell of a lot of fun. No one gets badly hurt. However, we have that wizard. He does the same things, then all of a sudden he sort of disappears, and you're not quite sure where he went.
Where did Magic Man go?
This is uncannily like real life.
Alright. Sweet as. So, you guys end up passing out at some ungodly hour in the morning, and you wake up around midday, sitting about like... I'm going to say you're at the top of the mine. All the miners are getting ready to go back to work. Some of the dwarfs from the night before are with you. The mage is still nowhere to be seen. He wakes up at the same time, and he's lying on top of a building, completely naked, with two chicks with him. And, and you can minus 2 gold for the prostitutes that you just hired.
Again, uncannily like real life. You think I'm joking? I'm not.
No, I don't.
Wait, does that mean I've got to do like a constitution save to see if I get AIDS or something?
No, you're fine on that department, don't worry. Actually, no, you just say it. Give me a D100.
D100, alright.
Yeah, that's how lucky you are. Low is bad, high is good. Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Get the clap.
didn't get off AIDS.
Nah, just crabs. You don't get AIDS, just crabs.
Just dwarven crabs.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm an elf and don't grow any pubic hair.
That's just normalized.
Unfortunately, you still aren't not completely sure of where you actually are.
Oh boy.
You're just on top of this rooftop.
Me.
Yep.
Alright, so can I do a perception test to see if I can figure out where the fuck I am?
You can indeed. I'm waiting for that perception test. Oh, there we go.
Oops.
Not very good. You stand up and you look around. You know you figure out that you will. It takes you a little while. It takes you like 5 minutes to stand there looking around, going like, "Huh?" And then you realize you're just on top of the inn. You're not sure how you got up here though. Meanwhile, this hard cut to the top of the town, where the other two wake up. Drenched in ale with some of your dwarven buddies. They seem to have already recovered rather quickly and are getting ready to go down the mines. And they're like, I think the boss may want to meet these two. Had a hell of a time.
Jeez.
Yeah, we'll meet the boss man. We're here anyway.
Good as. Let's go down. So yeah, you start going down and
Magic man.
he just looks around and he's
Going-
so do you want to go off to meet Magic Man while
Yeah.
Nox goes off into the thing? Just
Yeah.
splitting the party?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right. Party.
Alright. Okay, we'll go with Nox first. So yeah, so the dwarf takes you down into the coal mine. You start noticing as you're going down, you can see sort of very obviously the sort of imagery of a circle with what appears to be a small bird inside it as you're heading on down.
Oh, not another faction.
Yeah, another faction. Yeah, and eventually they go deeper into the mine, and then there's a sort of small room cut out into the mine, and at the end you see a dwarf wearing full plate mail, and he has the same sort of hammer that you've seen around, just a big fucking maul just made out of metal. And he's just sitting there smoking a cigarette, which you think is probably not a great idea given the fact that they're in a coal mine, but hey.
Don't judge.
Don't judge, yeah. And he looks at you and he goes, "So who you brought here?" And he goes, "Some guys from last night. I think you might want to meet them." And he just looks at you and says, "There's only one guy here." And then they just have like a...
Guys went to look for the other guy.
He just sort of nods. Fair enough. So what brings you to this town?
We're mostly passing through, trying to head to the main city.
Fair enough. I'm guessing you're with that new lot who sort of appeared out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, we work for them. Just
He sort of nods. I see. So what do you guys all want here?
Oh yeah, just meet everyone, see everything's good, make connections.
Are you going to be rolling a bluff or diplomacy for that?
I'll go bluff, because I'm pretty sure both are bad for me. I'm also going for a bluff, since it's mostly a bluff. It's actually better than my diplomacy. Surprise, surprise.
Interesting. Let's load up these guys' stats. Where the hell are you? There you are. So what you get? Okay, 19, nice. That stupid D20. I have a bunch of these things around the place. Just random US money. Why not? So that's a D12.
Wait, are you actually going through your dice box? You've got an online roller.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for my drawer actually. I know I have dice. I had some dice in there, but I have a 90-20. Oh fuck it, I'll just use an online roller. Skills. That one. Oh, okay, he actually fails. So he decides, sits here and nods, goes, well, he came to the right place to meet some people. The name's Grosbeak. And we're the Canaries.
Grosbeak Canaries.
Grosbeak, yep. And the group's called the Canaries.
Yep.
So it is. Alright, and while you're doing that, we'll go skip over to Irie. So how are you going to start looking for this mystical disappearing
I'm
elf?
going to run through the town yelling, Magic Man, where are you?
Alright, so you're just saying, you just run through yelling. Yeah, so we'll go to Bastard. You're standing on top of the inn wondering how you got up there, and then you start hearing, you hear some faint yelling in the distance, and at first you don't recognize it. Then the voice becomes clearer and clearer, and you start realizing who it is and what they're saying, and react how you will.
Meathead! Meathead, I'm up here!
Yeah.
I look up to...
You actually look down, because you're currently running down the magic the massive pathway which goes upwards, and you look down and you see him in the distance on top of the inn's rooftop.
Alright, can I roll a d20 for something called Hall Athery?
Sure. Athletics, I guess.
Athletic? Alright.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to me.
Damn.
You don't
Nice.
move. You don't move much faster than you're already moving.
Damn it.
But yeah, you get to the bottom where you're at the inn, and you can see him clearly on the rooftop standing there. So it's up to you guys to sort this shit out.
Meathead,
Yes?
you need to find my rope robe.
Your what rope?
My rope robe.
Rope. Okay.
I mean,
Go into
probably
the
at the
tavern.
moment it'll just like a coiled rope.
I go into the tavern and asked if they've seen a coiled piece of rope.
Yeah, the barmaid just looks and goes. She just looks around and goes, "I've seen plenty of rope."
Okay, I go back out.
Okay.
The barmaid says she sees plenty of rope.
Okay, well that's not entirely helpful, but thank you for your help. Well, get a piece of rope from her then.
Want me to come up to you and bring you down?
Well, I'd much prefer it if you just got me a rope so I can get down myself.
Okay. I go back inside. Can I have a piece of rope?
She just goes, "Sure, there will be one piece of copper."
Okay.
Yep,
I
sweet.
give her one piece of
Yeah,
copper
she
and
just
take the rope.
walks. She just walks off. Yeah, brings back about 10 feet, a 10-foot long piece of rope, and just gives it to you.
Alright, thank you.
All
I
right,
go outside and throw it up to him.
sweet ass. Yep, you throw it up.
And now I've got to find something to tie off to.
What was that?
Now I've got to find something to tie to.
You do indeed. You can look around and you notice that there's numerous because like basically how it's built, it's got like a sort of like outcrop from the it's built into the mountainside, but you're on sort of like an outcropping bit. So you can't. There's numerous like points along the mountain which you can tie it to.
Okay.
And the prostitutes are still asleep on the roof, by the way.
That's right. I'm gonna leave them there. Fuck them.
Yeah, fair enough. Right,
I'll leave the rope for them. They can get down themselves.
So yes, you do notice that there is a balcony. There's a couple of balconies below you as well.
With open windows.
You notice one has an open window.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna climb onto that balcony then.
Sweet. So yeah, you can just climb down to the balcony. It's not too hard with the rope and like the distance you have to travel. So you go down and then you just look around and you notice all your shit on the ground.
Fantastic. I'm going to re-equip myself.
Excellent. Sweet. So yeah.
And then I'm just going to nonchalantly walk down the stairs.
Excellent.
Walk out the front door and meet Ari.
Hello, Magic Man.
Oh, hello, meathead. Thank you for waiting.
You're welcome. Nox
All right,
is up
shall we-
there meeting boss of dwarves.
Should we go meet Nox? Should we go meet Nox then?
Yeah.
Wait, did you leave him alone with the dwarves?
Yeah.
Alright, we better go back there quick then.
Alright, sweet. So yeah, it cuts. Hard cut to Nox. So you're sitting there, what does that mean? Grosbeak looks at you and goes, so, what would you say how would you feel about a questionably moral, fucking hell, I can't speak.
Morally questionable.
Yeah, a morally questionable enterprise.
Wait, what did you ask me?
How do you feel about morally questionable enterprises?
You know, as long as they know how to cooperate with us, we don't really care. So, like, as long as they can work with us.
Excellent. Now, how do you feel about slavery?
As long as I'm not on the getting whipped part, I'm happy.
Well, that sounds mighty fine to us. I think an alliance may be in order. You see, in the capital city, we have a little problem with some of the pesky goody two-shoe types.
That's no fun.
Yes. We would like you to find a certain one known as Investigator Rorik. And we'd like you to, put quite simply, smash his fucking skull in.
Oh, smash his skull in, or like, do you want him alive or dead?
I would much rather him be very, very dead.
Yeah, okay. See, straight to the point. Then. No,
Excellent. And if you do this for us, we'll owe you a favour.
Alright, that sounds good to me.
Man, this land is full of some nefarious characters for such a good island.
I'll tell him to shake his hand.
He's fucking corrupt as hell.
Welcome to the real world where everyone's an asshole.
Why do we even need to corrupt this place? It's already fucked.
No, we're not corrupting them. We're just making sure we're the one on top. That's,
Exactly. Plus, eventually soon you'll come across the goody two-shoes and they're kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh,
even the ones at the tower were already a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they're just Pathfinders and I think the Aspis who aren't good, but the Pathfinders are good. I mean, and the first town, the towns you encountered were reasonably decent people.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is the first native criminal organization you've come across.
Yeah, to be fair, that's true. But we also found an ancient wonder.
That's true. Technically, they are natives, but they are sort of hidden away for a reason. But yeah, so you're now got tasked to smash in some dude's head. Investigator what do I call him? Rosnick. Rorik, that's it, Rorik. I'm gonna actually write this.
Cool. So we've got to meet the owner of the Come On In.
We
And-
need to meet up with Knox first.
Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to get my head around what we're actually doing. So we've got to meet the owner of the Come On In and kill Investigator Rorik.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Get that question already?
Yeah, we should also tell the boss man about, well, our boss man anyway, about these canaries that we're helping them.
Oh, that's right. We've got to wait. Have we still got that crystal ball thing, or whatever it was? It was like a stone, a communication stone.
So. Yeah,
Yes, I think you do actually. I think you had it, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll never get that.
Yes, I think I do. I think I do have it.
Sweet. Yeah, so you're able just to communicate back to base.
Well, I actually don't know anything yet because I haven't met.
That's true. But yeah, the Grosbeak gives you a piece of paper which which has Dwarven writ on it, and he just tells you to go up to the top and actually I'll do some person and roleplay. So Nox, take this, go up to the Birdmaster, and he'll give you a pigeon when you've done the deed. Attach some proof of it to the pigeon and send it on back here.
Right.
And yes. Yeah.
Attach proof.
Sweet. Yeah, and he does that so you can head on up to the Birdmaster and get that.
Alright.
So yes. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so and the Bastard and Irie, you get to the top about the same time as Nox is coming back up to meet the Birdmaster. So
Hey, Knox.
Hey, Nox, what happened?
Met some new people and made some friends.
What, good kind of friends or people we've got to watch?
They're pretty chill as long as they're working with us. So they just need to make they just need us to do something for them and
Okay.
they'll help us.
What is the something?
Gotta kill some kind
Oh, okay. Well, that's all good then.
some guy named Investigator Rorik.
Ah,
Investigator work. Okay.
cool. Right. You remember the name there, Ari?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Like,
Okay, so what are you
Head.
doing now? And why have you got a piece of paper in your hand?
gotta grab a bird
A bird?
so that we can send back proof.
What,
Kill the
like
guy.
a homing pigeon?
Nah, just a messenger one.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
we should go to the Birdmaster. Maybe he'll tell us more.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
so you go up to the Birdmaster. It's an older dwarf. He's got some spectacles on, and he's just basically, when you go up, he's in the process of feeding all the birds. He doesn't notice you guys enter.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you're quite a large lot.
Well, no, he's the big one. There's just two of us otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dwarf, so.
Yep.
And he goes, looks at you and is just like, what are you lot doing up here?
Grosbeak said that you might be able to give us a pigeon, and we'll hand him
The note.
symbol thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he just takes it, like unscrolls and looks at it and goes, oh, yes. And he just walks over and he just grabs like a cage, goes up to one of the aviaries and just grabs a bird and puts it in the cage, ties it up some wire, walks over and gives it to you. And then he just gives you like a small bag of bird feed as well.
So do we just carry this around and like? I just look at him and be like, so do we just carry this around?
Well, yes, it's a homing pigeon. You kind of need to take it with you in order to send a message back.
Alright. This is gonna be some.
What do you expect? It's a homing pigeon. It's not magical. It's just a bird.
Wait, what did you think it was, man?
Like, I don't know, like, at least a train thing that we could use somehow.
But you knew it was a messenger pigeon.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a messenger pigeon. I didn't think it would be like in a cage. I thought it'd be like, you know.
How did you think people carried them around?
I thought it would be like some sort of trained one and you could just make it
Put it
forward.
behind you and you could just tell it go home.
No man stupider than me.
Hey, I'm not using. I just use magic. I'm not used to some messenger pigeons.
No, unfortunately it's just a mundane pigeon.
God dang it. Now we have to take care of a pigeon.
What's only a pigeon in a cage? It weighs like a kilogram.
Yeah, but you know, we're gonna get into action.
Well, the pigeon's not coming into action.
How do you know that?
Well,
It's a
hopefully.
pigeon. What are you planning on doing? Just like, sick 'em, pigeon, sick 'em.
That's what I'm here for.
Tactical attack pigeon.
I know.
Alright, so he gives you the pigeon in a cage and some feed for it.
The tactical attack pigeon.
Alright, is there anything else you want to say to him, or?
What's its name?
I don't know, just call it Pidgeot. I don't
Sorry.
care.
Oh, okay.
Extra one just in case.
Instructions only said one.
Ah, dang it.
What does it pay for it?
Yeah, what do we pay for it?
Sure. Give me 5 silver.
Done.
Awesome. He goes and gets another cage, puts another bird in it, gives you some more food, and gives it to you.
There we go. No, we've got 2 attack pigeons.
Yep.
Fairbert and Furby.
Alright.
Alright. Cool,
Guess
so...
we should
yeah,
get
what?
back our cart and move on.
Yep, okay, so you go down, and it's already approaching midday when you get to the bottom. You load up the carts, you can load up the cages into the cart, and yeah, you hop on and continue on your merry way.
Yeah, I want to make a call back to the Hell Knights just to tell them what's going on.
Sweet as. So you get out your crystal ball and... yeah, and just the regular, the different voice this time, just a woman answers. You have something to report, I guess?
Yes, well, we spent the night in a village run by a group of people called the Canaries, who are a bunch of dwarves.
And yes, why is this
Well,
important?
They appear to be nefarious characters who are interested in slavery, and they've asked a task for us. I think it might be useful to bring them into the fold.
Alright, we will trust your judgment. We will pass the message on to our higher-ups and keep them informed.
Thank you, that's all.
Alright, excellent. And then, yeah, the crystal ball just fades out. So, yep, you can continue on down. After about a couple of hours, you end up exiting the mountains, and you see, before you see lush river valleys, and as you look around, you notice that the mountains sort of form a bowl, and in the distance you can see the capital city. It's probably still a good day and a half away from you, though, and the immediate area is pretty much surrounded by farmland and small pockets of groves here and there.
All right, then I suppose we're going through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Continue on.
Wait, I actually want to grab some, some
Okay.
supplies.
What do you want to grab? Sorry.
Food supplies.
Oh
And
yeah.
where?
Harm
I'm
it
in.
before you leave.
Yeah,
Oh,
before-
right.
All right. You can just buy some travel rations, I guess.
Yep.
Whatever the normal cost is.
Yeah. Just enough for us to get to the city.
It's probably just probably one day. So just like 3 meals. So that'll be 6 if you want to. Or if you want yourself, you just go 3 and fuck everyone else.
Well, and it's been like 2 days and I'm not hungry.
Yeah, it's only been 2 days yet. You're not hungry. Ring of substance.
Hey guys, it's been like 2 days and I'm not hungry. This is real weird.
Must be that nifty ring that you got.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait,
It's
did
so
you
cool.
already know that it's a ring of sustenance, though?
He thinks it's
Yeah,
a ring of. Yeah, you already identified it as a ring of substance.
Yeah, so we don't have to
I
wonder.
got your 50 bagpipe.
You didn't identify what the bagpipes were, right? You just identified them as bagpipes.
It's just a pair of bagpipes, not a pair. It's a bagpipe.
So do you just carry it around with you, or?
Yes.
God, guys, so
Do you randomly start playing it?
yeah. I was like, so do you
Sure.
play your bagpipes?
Yeah, I'll play my bagpipe.
Alright, you guys gotta get.
For 'em.
Yep. But they have to give me will saves no matter what.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good he is, you just have to do will saves.
7.
Your performance is absolutely shit. Now the other guys have to give me saves. Okay, yep, Marcus gave me his. Now Nox.
Oof.
You both failed. You both enter a rage.
What are you raging at the moment?
We're just pissed off. You don't know what. You just want to punch something. The music is just that bad.
I punched the bagpipes.
Holy shit, that was bad.
Wait, did you punch my bagpipe?
Yes, I punched your bagpipes.
This will be fun.
I'm gonna go over to one of the barrels and throw it.
Oh wow.
Roll me a one. Roll a 1d7.
1d7.
Not you. You can either. It doesn't matter who does it. Just go. Let's see what barrel you grab.
I forgot the dash.
5. What's your third strongest undead?
My third strongest. One of the CR5 bloody skeletons.
Yep. Well, one of them's getting thrown.
Bitch.
Don't punch my bagpipe.
Don't play that shit! Why
So-
don't you play that? You don't know how to play the fucking bagpipes! Put it down!
So yeah, you just grab the barrel and you just chuck it off the mountain.
Oh, fuck you!
That zombie is rather dead as it just gets smashed from the falling damage.
Well,
That's just fuck.
actually, if it doesn't take holy damage, it comes back to life in 1 hour.
That's true.
So,
Let's say what's gravity? I don't.
It's a fuck ton. Okay.
Yeah, I know it goes up heaps. Environmental rules. Here we go. Falling. Oh, here we go. Falling objects. No, not falling objects. It's falling you. Oh, here we go. Gravity. Each 10-foot increment. Okay. Cool. Okay. Slash roll. Takes 32 damage.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Yeah, so you feel it you just feel it going further and further away from you, and then it just disappears from your conscience. You're still pissed off. Oh,
Yeah.
By the way, you have
I'm
plus 2
pissed off,
strength and con while this is going on.
Okay.
Not that really hurt me, because that just brings me up to a grand total of 12.
So, Nox, how are you expressing your rage?
I'm gonna tackle the different to make him stop playing.
Okay. Well, he stopped playing when he picked up the barrel and threw it.
Alright.
Get rid of the fucking bagpipes! Run off the cliff, you fucking asshole!
Well, I'm just gonna tackle him to stop him from playing it again.
Yeah,
No,
bull.
just take the fucking bagpipes off him and throw them off the cliff.
This is a fun item.
Yeah. So what are we using for this?
You're just doing a bull rush versus his CMD.
Which I'm going to be surprised if you can pass it.
Yeah.
Where are the bagpipes right now?
I'm guessing.
On me.
Are you holding them?
They're on my back.
Hey, you gave me the knife last time, didn't you? I got a knife.
Did you?
Yeah, you gave me a knife.
No, did I give you the knife that brings back the undead? That
Yeah.
one? Yeah. So you're going to try to stab him with it?
No, I'm going to slash the bagpipes.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to give me a reflex?
While his back's turned.
Yes.
You didn't pass.
Ah, lame.
Yeah.
Actually,
It was actually really good. It's just... I just want to see how easy this thing is to destroy.
like they usually get 50 HP.
Oh.
Okay, so you rage for 1d6 hours. I'm just going to say it's 1 hour. Strong
okay.
compulsion, DC 15 to attack any stranger or disliked person who they have counted during this time. If the line spends more than 3 consecutive days in them seeing, they must... Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know how it's... Yeah, it doesn't say what the toughness is, but... I'm guessing it's just made out of leather, so as long as you can actually hit it, which involves you actually being able to have to hit Irie. So roll that attack.
Well, this is going to go so well.
It's going to go amazingly.
Am I able to roll a reflex?
You can.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. You don't hit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just swinging a bone knife around.
Pretty much.
Fine, I get it. You don't like my bagpipe.
I don't give a shit about the bagpipes anymore. You threw my fucking skeleton off the cliff.
Well, you don't punch my bagpipe.
Don't play the fucking bagpipes. You don't know how to play them.
He asked me to.
No, I
I didn't
didn't.
know you were very bad at it.
No,
It's like you would be good at it since
who
you
asked you to play
carry
the
around with
bagpipes?
you.
Nox.
Fuck you too, Nox.
Yeah, so now you're angry at Nox. You have to do a DC 15 to not attack him. Will save.
I will save.
Will save.
Brutal.
Yeah. Give me that will save. Okay, you pass. Okay, you're pissed off, but you don't want to attack him.
I'm just reeing. Just straight reeing now.
Pretty much. Since You're just sitting outside the inn, and some like passers by just like look at you like you're fucking all nuts. You're literally just that angry family on the side of the road just yelling at one another.
It's a sunburned dad just yelling at his wife.
That is pretty much what's happening.
I like it.
Alright, so. So you continue your raging for an hour, and then eventually you guys all come to your senses.
Alright, let's just agree that he never plays that shit ever again. Because that was bad.
I can't believe you did that. Why would you play bagpipes? Have you ever played bagpipes in your life?
No.
So what made
Why
you,
do you carry
so
on around?
what on earth made you think you could play them?
I don't know.
It takes years and years of practice to learn to play any musical instrument.
Wrong now.
No!
No!
me.
No! God.
I just stick my fingers in my ears.
Alright. So are you actually going to play them again or not?
Not right now. I'm just,
I can think
I'll do
about
it when no one's around.
You feel
I'll do it when
embarrassed
no one's
about
around.
Excellent. So yeah, you guys, after an hour of just yelling at each other, and Irie desperately trying to defend himself by saying it's all Nox's fault, and then Nox getting angry at Irie, and then Irie still protesting his innocence and Nox's fault, and then Bastard yells at Nox some more, and after an hour of this nonsense, you eventually just calm down and that happens, and
Wait, so I've just been yelling for a straight hour.
yes, everyone's been yelling it for an hour.
Alright, now that that's all done, shall we move on?
Yes!
Fucking way through this all.
Let us go.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay.
Oh.
Right, onwards then.
Yeah. And yeah, after a couple of hours, you exit the mountains finally, and you see the lush farmlands before you, the city off in the distance, and the fact that this is in sort of in a bowl of mountains.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. Sweet. So you continue on the main highway, and yeah, after a few hours, you start to notice heavily armed patrols on horseback passing you.
Perception, what they look like.
Yep. Give me that fat perception. Roll that shit. That's not very good.
I know.
Oh, I have to roll too.
If you want to. You can just ignore them as well. Yeah.
Ooh, 11.
Yeah, so Nox, you sort of notice, you're sort of looking at them and you notice they're in very shiny armor. That's what you notice. They don't seem, just from looking at them, they don't seem the nefarious type at first glance.
Is there any distinctive, like, symbols on them?
As they get closer, you notice that they have the symbol of Amade on their chest.
Wait, they've got a what?
Symbol for Amade. So they're probably paladins. So hide your bloody skeletons, guys.
They're all in the crate.
Yep.
Well, the 6 of them I have left.
And Nox, are you wearing your armor, or?
Yep.
Yep.
Full plate armor.
Is it full plate or a Hell Knight plate?
No, it's full plate. It's
That's
just full
full.
plate armor.
Okay,
Just- Yeah.
so you just look like a Black Knight, essentially.
Yep. I just have black.
Yeah. So you're not spiky like the Hell Knights. You're just in black
No.
armor. Sweet.
Just the edgy kind.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you notice them. You notice that the head one he seems to probably some form of paladin or fighter, He's got the full plate, and the couple behind him are sort of more Ranger style characters. They're wearing they got green cloaks on. They have just scale mail instead of the full plate, and they just have they got a clip on a brooch clipping their cloak, and that is the symbol of Estral. So they are basically the god of rangers, and yeah, they basically the paladin signals for you to stop.
Okay.
All right. And he just rides up on his horse and goes, "What's your business here?"
We are poo merchants.
Poo merchants with a knight.
Well, I don't know if you've realised, but the roads are getting quite dangerous
For a poo merchant.
for anybody.
How did you afford the services of a knight?
Well, I didn't really. He's doing this pro bono.
Yeah. I got drunk and he bought me some drinks, so I'm here.
Do you want to... Technically, it's not entirely a lie. Do you want to just do a diplomacy or bluff? Whatever's better. Bluff.
Higher one.
Fair enough. And obviously, you can assist. Well, you could assist instead, and
Okay, I'll
Marcus's character should.
His story.
Wait, what? You want me to do what now?
Magic.
Either diplomacy or bluff.
Bluff. Okay. I'm
So
using my bluff.
you fail your assists.
Oh, that's nice.
17, yeah. He just sort of nods and he goes, "That's very chivalrous of you. Amadeus supports such actions, Black Knight."
Yeah, thank God, or whoever that's up there. Yeah.
You're shiny.
He just sort of nods. And usually goes, "Well, be careful, there's nefarious actors about in these days. Strangers from strange lands. The city's pretty much on high alert at the moment. So, you best just be on your way, selling your manure and get going unless you have some family or friends in the city."
Well, thank you for your blessing, sir.
Wait, am I? Holy shit! I fucked up.
What?
I'm actually not human.
What are you?
A tiefling.
Oh,
Oh shit.
well, unless you're in full armor.
Yeah, good thing I'm in full armor. Wow.
How'd you make that mistake?
How the fuck did
Because
you
I always
make
play humans. Which was a human character. Then I noticed, why do I have anything spelled darkness?
Alright, well, we're just, since you're wearing full armor, we're just gonna assume that they couldn't tell. And they just continue on their way.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah. So yeah, after about another hour of travel, you notice ahead you can see the start of what seems to be a small fortified hamlet. You can very clearly see a massive church looming over the entire town, and you see clerics moving about their business.
Oh, that's great.
However, pretty much immediately where you are, the road does fork.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, do you want to take the fork, or do you want to go into the town?
I don't want to fucking go through the clerics.
Sam, I don't want to go through the clerics.
Yeah.
Now that I just remembered I'm a tiefling.
What, just a big fucking black aura around us. I wonder what these guys are doing.
Oh gosh. Alright, we'll go through the
Why are the poo merchants evil? It's evil poo.
Yeah, man, it came from creature shit.
Not just that, they have the spell detect undead.
Yeah, it was the evil creature was eating undead. That's what's evil shit. Evil undead shit.
Is there any animal that eats bones?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
And an evil-
devils?
An evil one of those that was eating skeletons.
Right.
Tasmanian devils eat bones, I believe.
Anyway, we're not going through the clerics. We'll take the back roads.
Yeah, the back roads.
Backstreet Boys, alright.
Yeah. So you start traveling through the.
Mate, that wasn't even gay. What's wrong with you?
Shush. You start traveling through the back roads, winding here and there. You see some isolated farmsteads every so often. Keep on passing, and eventually you start passing through a small grove, and you start hearing voices speaking rather loudly in the distance.
What are they saying?
You can't make out any particular words.
I'm gonna.
Can I make a perception test to tell the tone of the tone of the speech?
Yep, you can indeed. They are in the imperative, so they're giving commands.
Okay. So something's going on up ahead. Not sure exactly what it is, but it sounds like they're planning to do something.
Alright, what do you guys want to do about this?
I'd like to scout ahead, like casting invisibility on myself.
Excellent! So how do you narrate this to your fellow travellers?
I tell them, alright, you guys stay here. I'm gonna scout ahead. And I do my enchantment, wave my sword around. Ooh, and turn invisible.
Mini magic man.
God damn it, meathead.
Excellent. So yeah, you go ahead.
Wait, no, sword magic man.
Yeah. So you go ahead and you see some of the paladins and clerics from before, as well as the rangers, giving a beat down to some what seems to be some Hell Knight signifier who has summoned a couple of bearded devils to protect himself, but they don't seem to be doing. He doesn't seem to be going too well. And
alright. I guess I'll. No, I can't just run.
well, you can.
I'll run back to the guys and tell them that we gotta hurry. We gotta help some Hell Knight guy.
We're gonna do what?
We gotta help the Hell Knight. He's being beaten up by paladins.
Are you sure that's the best idea?
You are evil.
Like, we could, just leave them to it, and that wouldn't be against our alignment.
Yeah, but wait, I know we work for the Hell Knights.
Yeah.
Well, you're just working. You're just working with them.
Oh, okay. I'll just tell them.
We also don't want
I'm
to get killed.
confused. I'm confused what our connection with them is.
You're working basically alongside them. Remember, you're basically being hired by the council, and they just they are connected to the Hell Knights, and they just put you guys initially together.
Oh, okay.
They're basically allies that you can call upon, pretty reliably.
So we'll just skip this then. We'll just watch them beat the shit out of him.
Well, how about while they're beating the shit out of him, we slip past them?
Yeah. Alright, let's pistol pass.
Does that sound like a good idea, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a good thing we should do. That's what we should do.
Yeah, so you ride past hastily.
Sorry,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you see him. He seems to be some type of summoner, and he's just constantly chucking it. He's constantly just trying to summon more things, but the paladins quickly cut down the devils he's summoning, and eventually they get to him and manage to finally cut him down as well.
R.I.P.
Pepperoni. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Rest on pepperoni. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, the beatdown was rather thorough and merciless. and it seemed very one-sided. It just seemed to be the Hell Knight Signifier just sort of backing off constantly, summoning more things, them getting slaughtered, and then him sort of just continuing trying to get away from them, but to no avail. Excellent. Well, you continue on, and eventually you finally it gets to close to nightfall, and you get to the main city gates. And there seems to be some congestion entering the city. As it goes along the road, before you actually enter the main city gates, you sort of enter a sort of a ghetto-style shanty town. It's not too large, the shanty town, but it is definitely a prominent thing. It definitely takes some time getting through it. It does seem to have some basic maintenance on the roads and so on. It is just hard-packed dirt, but they do seem to be like packing up. You do notice workers here and there like packing up any uneven surfaces to make sure the road is always constantly even. And you do notice sort of not very well equipped guards, but you do notice guards sort of walking around breaking up fights here and there, but they don't actually really arrest anybody. They just sort of, there's some drunkards here and there, and they just like, no, stop that shit.
Awesome. Let's just bypass all these people getting their heads kicked in.
Basically.
And go find the come on in.
Yep. So, how do you go about this? You're just in the shanty town at the moment.
Are there any drunk people that aren't being beaten up?
There are a couple of just drunk people just sort of walking alongside the road, going home.
I literally just stop one of them and say, "Where's the come on in?"
The guy just sort of stumbles and goes, the what?
The come on in.
Come on in. I don't know that one, sorry.
Well, you're a lot of help, aren't you? I'll just carry on.
Yep. So do you just walk around the shanty town, or are you just going to head towards the main gate to the outer city?
We'll keep going. Yeah, I'll keep.
Yeah,
I'll keep
we're
going
gonna
through.
start walking around so we can get more information about the city.
Sweet as. Yeah, so after quite a while due to congestion, you eventually get to rather close to the city gate, and you notice that they're doing inspections for contraband. You don't notice any obvious spellcasters, it just seems to be regular guards.
Oh, okay.
And eventually it's your turn. The guy just walks up to you and goes, "State your business here."
We are poo merchants.
He just raises an eyebrow at you. "Any contraband?"
No.
Right, he just signals over to somebody. "We're going to have to check the barrels, sir."
But they're just filled with poo.
They are. Yeah, so he just goes and picks two at random. They open them and they just see barrels full of shit. And he's like, "Okay, yeah, close it up. Yeah, let them on through."
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and you continue on your way. So yeah, once you get through the gate, it instantly gets much nicer, and the roads are now in here are paved instead of just being dirt roads. And yeah, the building quality of the buildings has increased significantly. It seems more of a middle class district now, more of a merchant area, opposed to the ghetto that was outside.
Are there any drunk people here?
You do notice some drunkyards here and there.
All right, same question.
Yes, come on in. Let's just continue on down the road. It's just outside the gate to the inner city.
Wonderful.
You can't miss it. It's a gigantic building.
Excellent. Thank you. And I give him a couple of silver pieces.
He just, as soon as you get there, you just notice them disappear into thin air. They're gone as soon as they touch his fingers.
Ooh, spooky.
Yep, and you continue away. It doesn't take too long. You just continue down for about half an hour until you get to the gate to the inner city. And as I said, you cannot possibly miss this building. It is pretty much freestanding. It's right next to the inner city gate. And it pretty much takes up a whole block by itself. And it's a very, very fancy building. This one is entirely made out of stone. It has columns along the front, along the bottom level. The bottom level is sort of like a rough stone, and then the second level it's more of like it's a much more refined stone, and then the top two levels are pretty much just like a polish sheet, like really, really refined polished stone, and each level has columns of different levels of opulence, and at the top you notice small statuettes on the columns.
Statuettes of what?
It just seems to be people, like the classic, naked people, classical style.
Okay, cool. Let's go into the pub. I'm going to park my cart and what's the
Is
word?
there like another
Yeah, there's a couple of villagers this time, and they sort of look at you, and they're rather surprised when you stop in front of them.
Hello, fellows.
Hello, sir. I think you have the wrong place.
No, we don't. Like,
why do you
no, we don't. It's like, I intimidate give him like a silver piece, saying that we're in the right place.
He just takes the silver and disappears just down his sleeve, and he's just like, "Are you sure about that? You don't seem the type to visit such establishments as this."
Sorry, are you the gatekeeper here?
So what'd you say?
I asked him if he's the gatekeeper.
In essence, yes.
Yeah, you really sure about that? You really think you should be telling me where I can and can't be?
Yeah. We're intimidating him, but
Look,
we're giving him the silver piece as his out.
Look, I just want to go into the inn, thank you very much.
You must understand that we have a certain class to this place. State your business here.
What was the owner's name again?
Madame Oral.
Yeah.
We're here to see Madame Aurel.
Really now? That seems strange. And then he just he pokes his head on the door, says something, and then he just stands there and just looks at you. And he just sort of leans against the wall there. And
I just look at him.
And he's just looking at you, and about a few minutes later, a woman comes out in very, very thin sheer dress that you can pretty much see straight through. And then she whispers something in his ear, and he just nods and goes, "Right, it seems I am mistaken. Quite sorry about that."
Yeah, you are. Now park my cart.
He just snorts, and he just signals to one of his other guys to do it instead.
Don't piss me off, man.
I thought I was gonna have fun.
Excellent. And as you enter the building, it sort of has the same classical style through it. It's sort of like a blend of classical and gothic. It's all made out of white stone marble. As soon as you enter the door, you see a large reception desk in front of you. Behind it, there is a large set of double doors and two staircases, one going up and one going down, and they're flanking the door. To your right and to your left, there seems to be two sort of large sort of bar rooms, lounging areas, and you notice the entire place just smells of rich incense and is just covered in fine purple drapery, lots of satin lounges with pillows and so on and so forth. You see numerous beautiful men and women, very scantily dressed, serving a large number of patrons. There is soft music in the background. And the same girl who spoke to the guy, comes up to you and goes, "The madame will see you now. She's in the bottom level.
Thank you very much.
I will
Hope you
escort
like
you to her. It does become quite a maze down there." Yeah, and she takes you down.
I'd just give a note to your valets that I would recommend using some sort of strong-smelling oil.
What? Sorry?
Some strong-smelling oil to combat the smell of the manure.
We will take that into consideration. Now, follow me.
Oh man, this is gonna be some weird BDSM shit.
Absolutely.
Like the moment I heard we were going down, like I knew we were gonna do something.
Yeah. You don't see much, unfortunately. You go down. The first 3 levels going down. Yes, this has 4 levels going down and 4 levels on above the surface as well. They just seem to be a series of hotel rooms that you would normally see in any hotel, but very large. They pass on through, and then she takes you to it's an entire network of just corridors here all around the place. It seems to be in a sort of the first level is like square, and then it starts becoming more and more circular as you go down. So it becomes more labyrinthian as you keep on going down, and eventually you come to the 4th level. This one is just literally just goes. She just knocks on a door. A man opens up, and there's just a staircase, and you just go straight down, and you're in like a small like ante room, and she just tells you just wait here. She'll call you through when she's ready to see you. And please help yourself to refreshments. And she points to a table with 2 couches on each side, with just a big bowl just full of not a bowl, like a platter with numerous champagne glasses that have already been filled up, and then like a couple of bottles of champagne and fancy wines, as well as glasses for harder spirits.
Hey, can we take a break, guys? I really need to use the toilet.
Okay, sure.
Cheers.
That's probably a good point to have a little break now. So we'll be back in like a couple of minutes. I'm probably also going to go use the bathroom and get some tea. So you guys do whatever.
I'm gonna get some food and some water.
Sweet as.
Alright. Right? You back, Verm? Well, apparently not. Oh, you're back.
Yep.
Currently watching the live stream. Like, no one chatting. How many people are even viewing it? I can't.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh,
Da-da-da. Ah,
it
there we
was
go.
one of the best combos ever.
What's the best combo for what?
Just most foods.
What?
Pizza and milk.
What?
Yeah, you eat pizza and drink milk.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
Eh. What's it? La la la. There we go. Maeve. So.
So are we going into a German sex dungeon?
Yeah, not yet. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit, it's only been an hour 20 minutes. What? Well, it's way longer than that.
No, we started like 6-ish.
Yeah, 6:30ish. Oh yeah, it would be an hour and a half, yeah. Error. That's right. I don't know, it's like a few minutes behind normally, but
Oh yeah, you guys are. It's 6 for you right now.
yeah, it's 8 o'clock at the moment, yeah.
I'm currently 2 minutes into Sunday.
Oh, very nice.
2 minutes into Sunday.
We're coming to the end of Sunday.
He's taking a long ass whiz.
I know. Did he say he's going to do something else?
I don't think so.
I mean, I got tea and went for a piss. I'm back. So,
I just got a piece of pizza.
la da 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 da.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Awesome.
Sorry about that.
Whiz?
I just felt like I gave birth.
What, you have a kidney stone?
I don't know, man, but my ass fucking hurts now. I think I ate too many beans for dinner.
Oh.
Alright, so you're in a small waiting room. There is a couple of lounges with a table full of numerous drinks on it.
I'll have some champagne, thank you.
Yep, so you drink some champagne. There's also another small table with little nibbles on it. You know,
Like peanuts.
like crackers and fancy cheese, and like skewers, with like fine meats and shit like that on it. There's also drugs.
What kind of drugs?
Essentially,
Drugs.
opium.
Yeah, I'll have some opium. Champagne and opium sounds like a good fucking time.
Yeah. So you'll just jump straight into it and you're getting fucked up. What about the others?
Shit, yeah.
I'm just taking the skewers.
Sweet ass.
I'm taking the food.
Sorry, what was that?
And,
Ate food.
yeah, I'm gonna take some of the drinks also.
Awesome.
Some of the mild ones anyway.
Yeah, so like some champagne and stuff.
No, none of that gay shit, just like normal ale.
There's no fucking ale. This place is fancy as shit.
This is a fancy place. You might be able to find a cocktail or something.
You can have some hard spirits. There's like whiskey and bourbon. I love it. It's like, I'll have some of the softer stuff, and then you go like, okay, I'll have hard spirits then.
Nah, I'll have some vodka instead, thank you.
Oh.
Yes, I'll have the 80% proof absinthe, thank you.
I'll leave some absinthe there if you want that.
Oh man.
Yeah, and as you're eating it, you notice that all of a sudden more platters sort of float across the room and replace the old ones as you eat and drink away.
How much opium have I smoked by now?
You're fairly fucked up.
Perfect. I think I'm going to stop now.
Okay.
I'm not going to overdose on opium. That would be bad.
Yep.
Just a little bit of opium, just enough to take the edge off.
Yeah, fair enough. Just a couple of puffs, some alcohol.
Which you shouldn't mix, by the way.
You shouldn't, but you already have, so tough shit. I'm wondering how to do a fort save to see if you start tripping out. Have a bad trip.
What, on opium?
I don't even know if you can. Can you trip out on opium?
Yeah, you can, but it's just more like dreaming. It's not like an actual trip where you fucking like go nuts, like if you were taking an acid or something like that.
I figured
it's like having a nightmare. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, fair enough. That's still it. Give me a fort save. Screw it. Let's see how useless you come in the discussions. Kind of.
Pretty useless.
You start tripping out. Mixing alcohol and drugs is never a good idea. So yeah, you're just sitting there and you're just like phased out and you're just trapped inside your own nightmare, I guess. I don't know what a necromancer would have nightmares of. You have nightmares that you're surrounded
Like,
by
there's a
paladins and
flowers.
clerics, and yeah, you're in a valley full of flowers with, prancing along with fucking clerics of Cheyenne Ray and.
You're pretty. Ah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, and that's your nightmare. And somehow there's starlight in the middle of the day, and you hate it all. And there's butterflies and rabbits and lovely things.
Man, how frightful.
Yeah. And then some clerics and paladins are going on about how it's great that the undead can never be raised again. Yeah, that's basically it. And
I'm sort of just twitching on the couch, just like batting away invisible butterflies.
Yeah, you spend some ungodly hours down there. Like it's like 3 hours or something. You spend just sitting there. You're just tripping the fuck out. The others are just.
I'm just gonna start poking him with the skewers that I have, like the empty ones.
Fair enough. Do you do some makeshift acupuncture?
Oh wow.
Yeah, you might as well get nasty.
Do I have to roll perform untrained?
This is fucking rude.
It's up to you.
Untrained?
Do you do that, or are you just throwing them at him? It's up to you. You don't have to do why.
Perform untrained.
That's right. Yeah, you managed to do it. You're just sort of looking at you've seen people with needles in them. You know it's some form of medicine. You're like, you know what, fuck it, and you just go up and you go to skewers and you're like, you don't know what you're actually doing, so you just look for pores and you just shove these needles in, and it's so he just starts bleeding because you're literally putting wooden needles into him. And you're gonna take 1d4 con damage.
Me?
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know.
That's some damage.
It'll heal over time. You're fine. Oh, there you go. 4. You're taking 4 con damage. As he's just shoving needles into you. And they're not even needles, they're fucking skewers. So, Nox, what are you doing while he just starts stabbing him?
Alright, I'm just gonna ignore those two.
Okay.
I've seen people do this.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, it is getting rather boring apart from all the food and shit. But after some time, a door opens up at the other end of the room from where you entered, and a woman walks out. She's wearing pretty much a rather thick silk, sort of like robes. The dress is a split riding dress. She has a big cloak with like a fur trim at the top, and she just sort of looks at you and goes, "She'll see you now."
Okay, I'll pick up my friend.
And she just sort of looks at you, carry him on in, and she's just like shakes her head, closes the door, and there's four rather lush leather chairs sitting in front of a large mahogany desk with ornate carvings, and behind that desk sits a woman wearing very thin, sort of the same sort of see-through fabric, but then it has sort of, a regular thicker like velvet sort of as like an interweave and just display. It's more of an art piece than it is clothing. And she's sort of standing there with, those cigarettes on those long wooden sticks that, the fancy fuckers use. And she's got an ivory one, and she's just sitting there and she just smokes on it. And she just looks at you, and she just looks you up and down.
Hello.
And she doesn't respond to you, and she just takes another puff. And then she just sort of spins the chair around, grabs a document off a sort of like a bookcase behind her, and she hands it to the woman who let you in. And then she just sort of just continues looking at you, and then just turns around, and then the woman who let you in just goes, Alright, would you guys come with me?
Is the
Okay.
necromancer still tripping?
Then the Neckmaster's still tripping.
Yeah.
I slap him around a bit and just drag his ass.
Okay, it doesn't have much effect. But in your dream, you all of a sudden start, you feel the pain of the needles getting stuck in, but you're not quite sure what's causing it. You sort of feel the impacts, and it slightly wakes you up, but you can sort of see the room as well and the opulence of it, but it still has the sort of, you're still getting the vibes of the meadow you're in. You can see flowers growing along the walls and all this shit, and you're still freaking the fuck out from that. It's the weirdest bad dream anyone's ever had.
I just kind of weakly just go.
Accurate. So, are you still going to carry him around, Irie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you carry him in, and so what about you, Nox? Are you just going to walk on in, follow the other lady?
I'm following this too.
Yeah. Sweet. So, she walks through a side door into a small office area, a smaller office area. It's far less fancy, but it's more of a rustic feel. The desk here is more of a solid thing. There's just the wool banners hanging off the wall behind her, just two of them, and then there's a massive fur rug of some dire bear on the ground, and then she just signals to three wooden chairs, let's say, in front of her, and she sits behind her desk. Yes, Mr. does not know how to handle his drugs. And what about you two?
I'm gonna take a seat.
What did you say?
I'm gonna take a seat.
Yep, you take a seat. Do you dump him in one of the other seats?
No.
No, you're still carrying him.
I'll hold him like a meat puppet.
Okay.
Wait. What do you mean by that?
I'm going to try to use ventriloquism and use it as like a meat puppet.
So
on your neck.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, that was great.
That was so close.
That it was.
Alright, let me do ventriloquism. Untrained. Hi, my name is Magic Man. I do magic things.
Scott, stop laughing.
She just looks at you and she's rather unimpressed, I guess is the word.
I'm a grumpy short person.
And she just shakes her head and goes, just turns to Nox. What about you and your two idiots here?
I don't know about you, but this is comedy gold.
I guess some people would have that perspective.
I'll take a seat then. Oh, just can't stop laughing at this.
It is thoroughly ridiculous. And that's great. And she just goes, it seems you didn't impress the Madame either. But she was expecting you, so she's giving you a task. And she just puts the paper she was given. We've been having problems with a merchant. He's not paying his protection fees. And we can't have that. So, the task for you is rather simple. We need you to send him a message. And to do that...
No brain?
And to do that,
The butterflies are burning.
Shut him up. To do that, we need you to do something rather simple. You need to kidnap his daughter and bring her here. Don't fuck it up. Got it?
Yes.
Good. Here's the dossier. Now fuck off.
I grabbed the dossier and still trying to hold my laughter. Like, trying to get them out. Oh.
Come on, you puppet man. I'm gonna start taking out the skewers.
You're gonna pull out the skewers? Alright, good. Good idea. Bloody hell.
Making good impressions around the world.
I know.
Oh.
Alright, so in the last 24 hours, my character has managed to wake up naked on the roof of a tavern with two whores, and then managed to travel into town, get high on opium, and make a mess of a diplomatic situation.
Basically.
This is a good day.
Alright, so as you exit the ante-room and head on up the stairs again, a different girl from before but wearing the same revealing outfit goes, "We have rooms for the rest of the night if you want to stay here, but if you want to go on to work, that is more than okay as
I
well."
like to ruin your image if we stay here.
What, sorry, what was that?
I feel like that would ruin your place's image if we stay here.
That's okay. This bottom level is for staff. There's a secret entrance up to the top that exits through the sewers, so you can enter and exit without causing any trouble.
Oh, okay.
You could also learn some class and dress appropriately.
What do you mean? I've always worn this. This is classy.
She just looks at you blank, and then she just shows you to you guys' rooms, and you're basically on the opposite side of the third level to the entrance to the fourth level. It takes like a good 5 minutes to get there, and you take numerous turns. She shows you the way to get out through the sewers, and then you're basically got your 4 rooms right there. And they're quite nice. They're much nicer than a lot of hotels you've stayed at before. It's all nice marble and stone inlays. You got a fireplace with that goes up through the whole building. And yeah, and then there's the big bed, king size bed for each of you. And then there's a small bell by everybody's bed that they can ring for whatever you need. Does anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah, we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
but
Okay, good.
I'm like comatose really, so it's not really a lot I can do.
Yeah, you just get.
I was just thinking of how I could fuck with everyone with it.
Do you just want to dump him on the bed and go to your room?
No, I was just thinking how I could fuck with people with the bell.
Okay.
I mean, you could just ring it, see what happens.
Or I could just ring yours. And go
Okay.
to my room.
Okay,
Yeah.
That'd be
Do it.
funny.
do it.
I'll put you in your room and ring the bell and go in my room real quickly after she leaves.
Giggling while you do it.
Yeah.
So essentially, you just ring the bell. There's absolutely no sound, and you're just shaking it. How do you respond to the fact that there's no sound?
I shake it vigorously.
Yeah. And eventually a ghostly sort of servant just sort of appears behind you and just goes, "What is it you require, sir?"
Wait, what? When did you get there?
"I am always here. I am the room's personal servant."
That is creepy. Yeah, can you fix him?
"Certainly." And he sort of disappears through the ground. You don't see this, but eventually, Bastard sort of just all of a sudden comes to and he just snaps out of his very bad dream about butterflies and rabbits and meadows.
Hurry! Thank fuck it's you! I was surrounded by paladins and clerics and butterflies and flowers and grass! Oh, where am I?
We're in the hotel.
What hotel? Where am I?
The come in.
The coming?
Yeah.
Coming in what?
It's to come right in.
The come right in.
The come right in.
Yeah.
Are we in the come right in?
Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
We talked to the person that we needed to, and we have to take care of something.
Oh shit, you didn't take me in there, did you?
Maybe.
And why are there holes in my back?
I tried to help.
What did you do?
Tried to perform what you say, acupuncture.
You did what? Do you have any idea how close you came to killing me?
No.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, by the way, the con damage has also been healed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold back tears of joy right now.
That's great. Okay. Now let's cut over to Nox. What about you? What have you done?
I'm just sleeping now.
But yes. Yeah, it is like the middle of the night, by the way, guys.
Well,
I took the skewers that I was eating off of the juice then.
you did what? I didn't hear that. What did he say?
I used the skewers that I was eating off of from the acupuncture.
Holy shit.
I fucking love barbarians! It's so good!
Why? What makes you think that was a good idea?
I thought it worked before.
Oh my god. I just get out. Go to your room. Just please go to your room.
I go to my room and go to sleep.
Okay. What about you, Bastard? What do you do now?
I'm just sort of like sitting in my bed in shock.
He doesn't know the other detail either.
Just mouthing to myself, what the fuck, over and over again.
Yeah. Technically, Bastard has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know the mission. He doesn't know the impression they made. He doesn't even recognize either of the woman, whether it be the madame or the other lady, who I don't think I gave you her name.
Or him being a meat puppet.
Yeah, or him being a meat puppet. Or the fact that you even have a dossier, which I'm assuming Nox has.
I have dossier.
We have a what again?
A dossier.
Basically a bunch of files.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to retire for the night now?
Yes. Can I sleep? Am I actually able to sleep?
You are able to sleep. You sleep really fucking well.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, do you guys want to call the session there, or do you guys want to go on to the scouting of the warehouse and so on?
Well, that would really be up to Zed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all said.
It's all up to you, buddy. Do you want to continue or just wait until next
I
weekend?
feel like we've had a really comedic one right now,
Yeah.
and taking it serious right now would be really hard for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree.
So this would make an amazing green text.
It would actually.
It's a shame. It's a shame I can't get onto Fortune and write it up. But
Yeah.
there we go.
I need to start paying for my VPN again.
Which one do you use?
I just use Virtual Shield.
Right.
It works pretty well. I just sort of ran out of money, so I stopped paying for it because I wasn't using it that much. But it was good. It worked. It did its job. Did the job of a VPN. That's all you can ask. Right.
Alright then, well that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Alright, well let's call it the end there. Next session we'll get into the serious part, which is essentially you guys trying to kidnap this guy's daughter.
Yeah.
Which I don't know about, by the way.
You don't know about it, no.
Nothing.
Yep, you just woke up being.
Just woke up after doing drugs and being stabbed in the back, literally. Literally stabbed in the back and then paraded around in a diplomatic meeting.
Yep.
Great stuff.
So you guys.
Yeah. A fair amount of that was planned, surprisingly. Apart from